Beautiful. So once again, you're welcome back. So today we are going to be wrapping up our series on copywriting. So just like I was telling us before, copywriting is like you cooking a pot of soup. And you know that for you to cook a pot of soup, there are essential ingredients that must be there that you call your secret recipe in order for your soup to have taste. For example, one of the soup I love so much is the white soup in Igbo land. They call it ofe nsala and bitter leaf soup. These are my two favorite soup. Now, if you're going to make this soup to be very sweet, there's a secret recipe that the soup can't do without that. If you miss those ingredients, the soup will not make sense. All right. For example, when it comes to the white soup, which they call nsala in Igbo, if you don't have your catfish or your goat meat, that soup will not make sense. If you don't have there are some local ingredients they put inside that soup, the soup will not make sense. Like your pounded yam as the thickener and your ogiri. Sorry, your obey, something like that. Now, when it comes to bitter leaf soup, if you don't have your ede and your ogiri, these are local ingredients, the soup will not make sense. Same principle applies to copywriting. I need you to see copywriting as you being a chef, preparing a food, preparing a pot of soup. And you know that there are essential ingredients that must go into that pot of soup for your soup to make sense. So for your copy to make sense to your readers, to your audience, there are essential ingredients that you must ensure that your copy contains in order for your copy to be sweet, to be compelling, for it to make sense. All right, so as we wrap up the copywriting series today, I'm going to be teaching us the 5 copywriting ingredients, I would love to call it formulas, that must be essential in your copy in order for your copy to be compelling and to produce a result, to captivate your audience. All right, sorry about that. So those of us on YouTube, I believe you can hear me. Instagram, beautiful. So when you see my eye going like this, I'm on Instagram. When it's like this, I'm on YouTube, and I'm speaking to people on YouTube and on Zoom. All right, so not wasting much of our time. So what are the 5 major ingredients that must be contained in your copy? In your copies, that's when you're writing a copy. What are the 5 essential ingredients? You may forget every other ingredient, but you see these 5, make sure they are there, because if they are not there, your copy, it's no longer a copy. Your copy will not be compelling, your copy will not convert. All right, so there are 5 essential formula for you to add to your sales funnel. Either you are writing a copy for your sales funnel video, or you are writing a copy for your landing page, or you are even creating a content. You're doing content marketing. You're creating content to educate, entertain, value-tain your audience. Whichever one you're doing, know that as a professional copywriting, that is what makes people engage with your content. Okay, so there are 5 secret formula for you to add to your copy. There are 5 secret formula for you to add to your copy, be it a sales funnel or a landing page or a content, that must make your copy spicy and lit. All right, so I know by now, all of you already know who I am. My name is Anet Augusta, and right now we are about to finalize and wrap up our copywriting skills. Okay, so this copywriting formula, I know it can be too much. Some of you like, Eminent, this copy, you've started teaching us copywriting for almost 7 weeks, and they are too much. At some point, some of you are complaining that it's now confusing. Hold on, I got your back. Don't be confused. Don't be overwhelmed. Yes, I know, but you need to know that I need you to have an open mind and relax. Trust me, you will do great over time with constant practice, because practice makes improvement. Okay, so once you get these 5 secrets, you will be able to have a copy that can sell, and it will be easy for people to buy from you anytime, any day. Remember, your copy is your ability to communicate to your audience, either in written or spoken words. Okay? So remember, whenever you want to write a copy, you need to check if these 5 ingredients, these 5 formula I'm about to give you, it is found in your copy. And with consistent practice, you will be a badass copywriter. Trust me on that. Okay, so add to your self-affirmation book, I am a badass copywriter. So everybody type that in the comment section. I am a badass copywriter. So don't be overwhelmed. Don't allow it to confuse. As much as there are a lot of rules, just make sure that these 5 ingredients, these 5 formula I'm about to call for you, make sure they are always contained in your copy, even if you miss out on every other one. Okay, so this 5 formula, like I said, is like an ingredient in a pot of soup of your what? Sales copy. So if you want your copy to be incredible and if you want it to sell out, then these five ingredients you must make sure that they are present in your copy. Okay, so what are these 5 ingredients? The first is what I call curiosity. Yeah, curiosity. You've heard that saying that curiosity kills the cat. Yeah, there's nothing that moves people more than curiosity. Okay, so curiosity, this is the greatest sales funnel formula. More like, let's call it, this is the greatest sales formula, curiosity. Now listen, people are ready to pay you anything just to satisfy their curiosity. People are willing to go extra lengths to pay for anything just to satisfy their curiosity. For me, for one, I'm a very curiosity-driven person. I can do anything just to satisfy my curiosity. Not in a negative way, though, but in a positive way, because I love knowledge. I'm a voracious learner. Okay, so this is the greatest. Curiosity is the greatest formula when it comes to copywriting. Your ability to make people hunger and want to know more. Okay, so this is the greatest sales formula for you. Even if you forget every other thing, but you see curiosity, make sure that whenever you are writing a copy, starting from your headline to the end, make sure it all picks what? Curiosity. So when you are writing a copy, all right, okay, so when you want to write a copy, ask yourself this question: does this copy pick curiosity? Remember, I taught us after writing a copy, give yourself 1 day or 2, then go back and look at the copy and see if your copy picks curiosity. So always ask yourself, does this copy pick curiosity, or did you let the cat out of the bag so soon? Because if you start from the beginning of your content to review, in fact, when your headline reviews everything that your content is about to say, a lot of people will not read your content. If the first thing you say in your video reviews everything that you're about to say, a lot of people will not watch your video. But when you are able to use the first 15 seconds or 5 seconds or your headline to pick people's curiosity, people are like, wow, I want to know more. I gave you guys an example of the headline, the last copy I shared with you guys. I said, how was that headline? Let me see if I can remember. I said, how I moved from Abby. I can't remember, but I know it's something about how I make money from the comfort of my home, from being a broken and in debt lady to building an 8-figure business from the comfort of my home, on my nightgown, in my bum shorts, in my sitting room. People like, how? You didn't go out, you stayed indoor using your phone and your laptop, and you were able to move from being broken and in debt to building back an 8-figure business system. That will pique curiosity naturally. Okay, so remember, make sure that your copy piques what? Curiosity. Don't let the cat out of the bag too soon. Even in books, when you are reading books, you can see the title of the book, but you don't find that title doesn't give you the first chapter of the book doesn't satisfy your curiosity of the title of the book while you started reading that book. Most times, the second, the third, the fourth chapter won't even satisfy your curiosity. Until you get to the middle or the ending, that is when your curiosity is what? Satisfied. Okay, so what is that formula that you have that you must ensure that, okay, how do I put it now? What is that thing that you need to say that you must ensure that it piques people's curiosity and make them hunger and want to know more? What is that? What is that you want when people start reading? It makes them salivate, like, wow, I need more, I need more, I need more. Because you need to ensure that your copy keeps people glued to your content. You need to ensure that your copy makes people want to know more. They want to find out more. What happened? What happened? There's something going on right now about a guy that killed himself, that committed suicide out of frustration from peer group and peer pressure. I never knew the guy from Adam, but because I saw the event 2, 3 times, I have to say, I have to do a research. Who is this person? What happened? I have to do what? Because of what? It piqued my curiosity. Okay, so what is that formula that you have that is hidden in your content that makes people want to read more, that keeps people glued to what you are saying and want to find out more of what you are saying? That is what's curiosity. So for example, when someone publish a book and says the number one route to printing money, guess what? And you buy that book, you will discover that the number one route to printing money is not on the first chapter. I can promise you that. You won't find it on the first page. Neither will you find it on the second chapter. All right? The rule that you are looking for could be at the middle or the last chapter. Okay, so I need you to know that once the cat is let out of the bag, if you let the cat out of the bag immediately, people will lose interest and will not want to continue watching your video or reading your content. And that is why it's very important you let the cat out of the bag towards the ending of your content, your copy, or your video. All right, so do not let the cat out of the bag too soon. I need you to know that, because if you do, people will lose interest. So curiosity keeps people glued to your content and keeps preparing them to level to level up. Like, it builds their curiosity, their knowledge, it builds their hunger and builds them to a level where they can no longer say no. It takes them to a level where they can no longer say, let me stop watching, because they want to watch to the end. That is what curiosity does. So for example, let's look at a case study of a man who likes a lady. Now, a man likes a lady and decides to approach this lady and to speak to her and to ask her to date him, maybe to ask her out on a date. On the first attempt, the lady said no. But guess what? A lot of men don't give up on the first attempt, right? They don't give up on the first attempt. They keep trying their best, keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until one day, finally, they get their what? Their yes. Okay, so when their luck chimed, that was when the lady said what? Yes. Why? Because she was not ready at the first time. Okay, so the lesson here is that you have to get your clients or your customers or your listeners to a level where they will make a decision. Where to a level where they can't make a decision to say no, something like that. Get your clients, get your customers, get your audience to a level where they can take action on what you are saying. And that is what curiosity does. All right? So make sure you get them to that level to decide to take action on whatever it is you want them to do, your call to action, your CTA. That is what curiosity does. So with curiosity, you start your copy and drive them to the level where you want them to take action on that which you want them to do. Okay, so take them to that level where taking action is inevitable. They have to say what? They have to say yes, inevitable. Just like the guy that is trying to date a lady. He wants to take her out, so he keep devising means to do what? To get her to say what? To give him a yes. So that is what you need to do. Make sure that your curiosity gets your audience, your customers, your clients to an inevitable yes, to decide to take action on whatever it is that you are calling them to do. All right, so that is about curiosity. So this is where curiosity comes in, and that is why I need you to check if your first paragraph of your video, your sales copy, your sales funnel video, or your landing page, make sure that the first paragraph, check if your first paragraph of your sales copy makes your readers or your listeners to feel like there is something else in front. I need to continue reading. I need to continue watching to see what exactly is in front. What exactly do they have? What exactly are they saying that is hidden? They make them to do what? To find out more. So take your audience to a level where it is difficult for them to say no, but an inevitable yes. This is what curiosity does. So you can also apply this in your personal life, in different areas of your business, even in your presentation skills. Let's assume you're speaking for 30 minutes and you have to ensure that from the first minute you start communicating with your audience, you have to ensure that they keep saying yes, 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 all through your presentation. They keep saying yes, 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 meaning you keep engaging them, you keep asking them questions, they keep saying yes, yes, yes. Guess what? They are subconsciously saying yes. And as they keep saying yes, they keep saying yes, even to the end of your presentation, when You want them to take an action on what you are selling or whatever it is that you are offering to them. Subconsciously, they will do what? They will say yes. Okay, so that is what curiosity does. So you must ensure that by asking them questions, it keeps making them to keep saying yes. Or maybe you're doing a presentation online, they should keep typing yes, yes, yes. That is if you are on a live call, just like what we are doing. Get them to keep saying yes, yes, yes. All right. So they must keep saying yes 1,000 times in order for them to say yes when you are ready to do what? Ready to present your offer, which makes it easy for them to do what? To say yes to your offer and buy from you immediately and pull out their cards. Oh, I'm paying for this. No question asked. I'm paying for this. No question asked. That is what curiosity does. All right. So in essence, what do you need to do? In essence, you need to learn how to get your audience to say yes many times as possible as they read your copy to the point where you make an offer to them and they can't say no. Remember, take them to a level. That's what curiosity does. Curiosity helps you to take them to a level whereby they cannot afford not to say yes. They can't afford going back. They can't afford to say no. Rather, an inevitable yes is what they are going to give you. Okay, so curiosity is the greatest ingredient every sales copy must carry. It is the salt of the soup called sales copy. If you're following, type 111. Are you gaining value? Now is the best time for you to like this video wherever you are. If you're on YouTube, like this video. If you're on Instagram, like this video. Click on the follow button. Follow us on Instagram. Click on the subscription button. Follow us on YouTube. Turn on your post notification and smash the share button. Share this video and get your friends to join us. You are gaining value here. Get your friends to join us. Share it on your status. Share it on your WhatsApp group. Share it on different places so that you can also help someone learn how to do what? How to run their business and sell online, because the secret is in your copy. Okay, so curiosity is the greatest ingredient of all, and you can learn it by listening to people that talk a lot, people that run business online. You can learn it by listening to me. Okay, so listening to great salespeople, and the more you listen, the more you become. Remember, they said, even in the Bible, it said transformation comes from the renewal of your mind. So make sure you keep listening to people that talk a lot, that sell a lot, and to great salespeople online. All right, so pay attention to how they speak. What's the first thing they say? How do they build their first 5 minutes? What do they say next? What's the succession of what they are doing online? These are the things you need to pay attention to. All right, with that, the more you listen and the more you practice, inevitably, you won't even know when you pick up everything, and you now become great at it. Okay, so you must not be a motivational speaker for you to learn copywriting. You must not be a motivational speaker for you to learn how to pick people's curiosity, but you must learn how to speak to people. Okay, you must learn how to speak to people to get them to agree to what you are saying. You can study people like Les Brown. I studied that man a lot. People like Grant Cardone, people like Maz Moron, people like Gary V, people like Sam Harvard, people like Ninja Branchik, people like a lot of them. I can't remember their name. And myself, you can study me too. All right. So among others. So please know that you cannot become great at something without practicing, because it's in practicing you develop yourself. It's in practicing you improve and become better. Okay, so with practice, you can learn how to pick people's curiosity. With practice, you can learn that. So number 1 ingredient is what? Curiosity. So let's check that out. All right, so the number 2 ingredient is urgency. All right, number 2 ingredient is urgency. So you need to research about what urgency means. Urgency means hasten up, something like that. Okay, so research has already shown that an average person procrastinates a lot. You agree with me? All of you agree with me? An average person procrastinates a lot. Okay, and that is why you need to help them buy now. You need to help them make a decision now. You need to help your audience, your ideal customer, to buy now and think later. So urgency, your sales copy, your copy must have a feel of what? Urgency. Okay, get them to do what? Buy now and think later. All right, don't allow them to think now and buy later. No, your copy must contain urgency. And what's the work of urgency? Urgency is a game of time, and it gives them what? It gives them the appetite of FOMO, fear of missing out. Buy now, think later. So help your audience buy now and think later. And that is why you need to ensure that your copy have a sense of urgency when it comes to your offer. Whatever it is that you are making, whatever offer you are making, or whatever it is that you are selling to them, you must ensure that your copy has what I call urgency. Now remember, why you sell your products, whenever you're selling products are always available. Okay, remember I taught you don't sell products, rather you sell offer. So when you're selling products, your products could be available. You're not the only one selling what you're selling, but your offer is not always available. And that is why you hear me say, you hear me say, I don't sell products, I sell offer. Because people are more interested in the offer than in the product, because the offer that you have shows them what is in need for them. It speaks to their emotion, it speaks to their need, it speaks to their greed, it speaks to a lot of emotion, pride, ego. All right, so the product you are selling could be everywhere, and it can always be available, but your offer is not always available. So when it comes to urgency, you use your offer to do what? To sell out. And that's why you need to keep in mind every time you write a copy that whenever you're selling, you're not selling a product. Even though you are going to sell a product at the end, even if you intend to sell a product, remember, you are selling offer. People focus on your offer than the product. And when you sell your offer, you sell your product alongside. All right, people will buy your product alongside. So that is why you need a sense of urgency, which makes them have no choice but to buy now or miss out. That's what a sense of urgency does in your copy. Buy now or miss out. That's what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, and that is why you need to make an offer to them. The offer you are making to them is telling them, is either you have this now or never. Okay, so that is what an offer does. So what is an offer? I've taught us what an offer is, but for the benefit of those of us that are connecting for the very first time, I'm going to explain what an offer is. So an offer is you adding a lot of valuable things to your product. That product you want to sell, add an extra value, add an extra benefit, as in stack it up with value. For example, I'll say this is a Samsung A71. If you want to buy this phone, I'm going to give you a free charger, a free electromagnetic neutralizer, and a free AirPod. But guess what? I am focused on the things I'm giving you for free. And I know, and at the end of the day, I'll say, for you to have all this, you need to buy this at so price right now. If you don't buy it now and you want to buy it later, everything I mentioned, you will not have it. You only pick the phone. Guess what? I just made an offer that if you buy this phone now at the price I'm giving, you're going to have free charger, free AirPod, and free electromagnetic neutralizer that protects you from the radiation that the phone emits. That's an offer. Okay, so an offer is you adding a lot of valuable things to your product, that product you want to sell, with a limited time or stock. All right, urgency deals with time. So offers are not always available, but your products can always be available. And that is why people pay for things without planning before they left the house. Have you ever noticed one day you just woke up, you dressed, you left your house, coming back, you didn't plan on buying anything, but coming back, you bought something. Why? Someone made an offer and you didn't want to miss it, and that was why you bought that thing. Okay, so offers are the things people did not plan to buy. They have the capacity to buy it, and that is why they said yes to you. But they did not plan to buy it, and that is why they will always buy. Why? Because they can't afford to miss out. That is what an offer can do for you. Okay, so offer is like, if I don't do this now, I miss out. This is where urgency comes into play. Okay, so a good copywriter does not sell products. A good copywriter sells offer, not a product. there has to be something added to the product to make it look more valuable and appealing and make people wanting to buy now. All right. So an offer is an offer is how do I put it? You can create an offer by telling a story. You can create an offer by what? By telling a story. Why? Because story enhances the value of your product. Okay? Story enhances the value of your product. So when you want to sell, when you want to make an offer, tell a story and tie your offer in that story, because it's going to increase the value. It's going to increase the value of your product. Okay, so for example, since I started using this phone, this is getting to three years of me using this phone. And guess what? I've never had any, this is 3 years of me using this phone. Okay, let me start it this way. As a medical student, I noticed that a lot of people always suffer from migraine. And we carried out a lot of research. We did an analysis and we carried out a research, and we discovered that 70% of people that come to the hospital that complain of headache and migraine, the root cause of the headache and migraine is as a result of what? Their mobile phone, their mobile device. Why? Because a lot of people in this generation are so glued to their mobile phone that they can't do without it, even at night when they are sleeping. To worsen it all, they can't do without their phone. When they are sleeping, they keep their phone on their bed, close to them, and they go to bed. Now, that same phone vibrates on every alarm clock, every message, and every call. And every vibration that comes from that phone is emitting electromagnetic wave. And that radiation and vibration is what is affecting the brain. And that in return damages some cells of the brain. And that causes what? Migraine, serious headache. Now, we have to do some analysis. And we, at the end of our experiment, we decided to isolate 10 persons and ensure that out of these 10, 7 of them have their phones with them. Okay, and the remaining 3 does not have their phone with them. Now, these 7 that have their phone with them, we ensure that they all go to bed for a period of 30 days with their phone on their bed. But the difference is that out of these 7, we gave 3 what we call the energy. This is an energy. This is an electromagnetic protection. So we stick this energy on the phone of 3 people. After 30 days, the 3 people that had this on their phone, that went to bed with their phone every night for a period of 30 days, never complained about migraine. But the remaining 4 complained about migraine. So guys, guess what? For every Samsung A72 you're going to buy, I'm going to give you an extra charger, I'm going to give you an AirPod, and I'm going to give you 5 electromagnetic what's this stuff? Electromagnetic, it's called energy. I've forgotten the English name, but it's called energy. I'm going to give you 5 electromagnetic discs. One of these electromagnetic discs costs $100, but I'm going to be giving you 5 for free. So this offer, all of you that are going to grab this phone, you have access to 5 electromagnetic waves that you can use, because it expires every 3 to 6 months, that you can use for a period of 3 years, protecting yourself, your family, and your cells from the exposure of the electromagnetic waves. So I'm going to be giving all of you that are going to get this phone today, within the next 24 hours, free. Now, those of you that will be getting later will not have access to this. And it's only limited. Guess what? I just did an offer. I told a story. So the essence of my story was to add value to the product, this phone. And I didn't talk much about the phone, but I told a story that addressed the what? The offer, and I focused your attention on the offer. So whenever you want to make an offer, always tie your offer to a story. So I need you to take notes that story enhances the value of a product. So learn how to tell story. There is a man that said, you can become a storyteller, storytelling to story selling. So offer means when you tell a story, you tie your offer to it. So it's you transiting from a good copywriter transit from storytelling to story selling. So I just sold you an offer through a story. And guess what? I created urgency and I made it limited. All right. So that is what an offer can do. So you can sell your offer through story, because story enhances the value of your product. And that is why you need to train yourself to become a badass storyteller. So add that to your self-affirmation book. You are a badass, I am a badass copywriter. I am a badass storyteller. Okay, so be a badass storyteller and also a badass story seller. Okay, so learn how to transit from storytelling to story selling. Okay, so that is very, very important. And also add, I am a badass offer creator. All right, so that is it. So the third ingredient, the first ingredient is what? Everybody type it. The first ingredient is what? Type it in the comment section. Those of us on Zoom, type. YouTube, type. Instagram, type. The first ingredient is what? Curiosity. Yeah. The second ingredient is urgency. Now, the third ingredient is what? Scarcity. What is scarcity? Scarcity always enhances the value of your product. So scarcity always go hand in hand with urgency. They are like twin brothers. When urgency deals and focuses on time, scarcity deals and focuses on number. So you cannot conveniently do urgency without scarcity. Okay, so the value of scarcity is that it makes things more expensive, because even in economics, all of you, those of you that studied economics, remember the law of supply and demand. Okay, because when you increase, when there is an increase in demand, and there is a decrease in supply, guess what? The prices of that product will go up. So because there is an increase in demand and the demand is above the supply, when the demand is above the supply, the price will go up. So you use scarcity to let people know that at the end of so period of time, if you don't get this, the price of this will go up. All right. So when multiple people want to buy something and you see that the demand is high, guess what? The price will do what? Will shoot up. So for example, those of us that are into the online business, you sell digital products, you don't necessarily need to tell people that your product is scarce. No, because it's infinite. All right. Rather, you sell an offer alongside your digital products. For example, you can decide to give an ebook. You can decide to do a free one-on-one coaching section. Okay, so to get an extra, just make sure you are giving extra things to people. So tell people to get those extra things. Only 20 slots is available. And if you miss that now, you're going to do what? You're going to miss out on those 20 things. And you're going to get just the training alone. All right, so this is how you create scarcity. All right, so those of us that are joining, you're welcome to Innate Augusta channel. So we are wrapping up our copywriting series. Now is the best time to like this video and make sure you subscribe or follow the channel. Those of you on Instagram, follow me in Innate Augusta. Those of us on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications so that whenever we are going live, you'll be notified and you will not miss out. Okay, and do well to like, click on the thumbs up, like this video, and share this video. Click on the arrow sign and share this video to have to have your friends to also gain value as much as you are gaining. All right, so that is it. So we are wrapping up. We've talked about 3 ingredients that must be contained in your copy, in your sales copy, for you to make your sales copy very engaging and convert, and for you to convert, highly convertible or highly converting. Sorry about the English. Okay, so for you to ensure that your sales copy is engaging, compelling, and converting. All right, so the fourth ingredient is promo and bonus. So when we talk about promo and bonus, is when you add up more value to the product, people lose the sense of sacrifice and find it almost irresistible to say no. So that's what promo and bonus does. It's not you're giving a promo, or you're giving a bonus, or you're giving a discount. You need to know which of these 3 is suitable for your product, more especially physical products. Okay, if you have physical product, most of the time a bonus or a promo, a bonus may not work for you, a discount may work for you, or vice versa. Depends. No, physical product, most times discounts don't work, but promo and bonus can work. Whichever one that works for your business is fine. Okay, so Promo and bonuses make people to lose the sense of sacrifice. It makes them to lose the sense of sacrifice, meaning it helps them, you are appealing to their greed. It makes them feel like they are robbing you off, and they are going scot-free. Okay, so to some products you can give discounts and promo. To some products you can give other things, other products or other benefits to it. So a promo is something that they cannot do without. So make sure that the bonus or the promo that you are giving is something that is related to your main product that they cannot do without. So when you add a bonus to a product, people tend to lose the sense of sacrifice, and that is why they see it as a price. They see the price as nothing. When you add promo or bonus to a product, they lose the sense of sacrifice, and whatever price you're asking them to pay, they see it as nothing, and they find it almost irresistible and difficult for them to say no to you. Why? Because the extra value and the extra things you've added in your offer, the bonus and the promo, is making it a no-brainer. Is making you appear stupid, and they feel like they are robbing you and they are going scot-free, and that's why they lose their sense of sacrifice, saying the price you are putting is nothing compared to all the things that they will benefit. And that is why you need to always find a bonus to add to your offer. Okay, so you are not only adding an offer to your products, you are adding a bonus. It's like a second, it's not really a counter offer, but a second kind of offer. That's called bonus in your copy. So make sure you add your offer and make sure you add your bonus. Okay, so ensure that your bonuses are relevant to the main product. Most of the times I advise people, make sure your bonuses answers the objections of people, answer the objection in people's mind. All right, so that is it. So the first ingredient is curiosity, the second is urgency, the third is scarcity, the fourth is bonus and promo, and we are getting to the last one, and I'm really excited because this last one is bomb. This last ingredient is bomb. Like, it will just make your as in when people are done leaking. Okay, copywriting is not leaking, but when people are taking your copy, when they are done taking your copy, oh my god, it's just like licking their hands after eating a beautiful soup. Okay, so the fifth ingredient, the fifth formula is what? Emotional benefits. Here, people need to know what will happen to them after they've bought whatever it is that you are selling to them. So what will life look like after they buy your product? What is that guaranteed transformation that your product is giving them? What is that, the desired heaven that they want that your product will give them, that will take them from the hell, the pain, the struggling state where they are, to heaven? So that is what emotional benefit is. So you need to appeal to that emotional benefit. Okay, because your products are the things that would deliver them from the hell where they are and take them to heaven, which is where their desired future. So people need to know that. People need to know, and you need to explain to them. People need to know what is their benefit. What you need to paint the picture of how will heaven look like. What is the guaranteed transformation? What is the future? What is the desired result? What is the transformational result they are going to get from your product? So people need to know what will happen to them after they bought your offer, not even your product, your offer. And you can also be a testifier, and that's where testimony comes into play. You can be the first proof. So you can be the first proof for people to see. Remember, nothing sells more than people's personal story. So if you're the one selling your product, nothing sells more than your what? Personal story. For example, my dad, before he died, God bless his soul, my dad, we're into the business of Almaco, so we sell glass, building material. So when you come to our house is not literally, it's not a glass house, but inside the features are glass. Like, everywhere is glass. Anywhere you go, you are seeing yourself. Everywhere, the table is glass, window is glass, this is glass, mirror is glass. Everywhere is just beautified with glasses. Okay, and when visitors come to the house, they love the way everywhere is just decorated with glass. Okay, so be the testimony. Even in the office, everything decorated with glass. So be the testimony. Nothing sells more than a seller that tells their personal story through the product. So remember, story. Tell your personal story, or tell other people's story as a case study. Okay, so always tell the story of before and after, using yourself or other people. Always tell a story. Tie your offer and your product to the story. Okay, so that is it. So that is emotional what? benefits. So the assignment I'm giving to all of us is, I need all of you to go and write a copy using these 5 ingredients I just listed out right now: the curiosity, urgency, scarcity, promo and bonus, and what, emotional benefits. Okay, so those of us on Zoom, do that and submit to me in the Telegram. Those of us on YouTube, do that and submit to my email. You can get my email on the link. Those of us on Instagram, you can do that, then submit to me privately. Okay, now if you are still struggling on how to navigate your way out of all the formulas of copywriting, use the link on my bio, use the WhatsApp button there, tap on the WhatsApp button, connect me personally. I can help you apply these copywriting formulas, help you tailor it to your unique products, be it a physical or digital product. I can help you tailor these copywritings to your products so that you can have different kinds of copy. I'm also going to create a framework for you where you can easily do what, copy and paste, and tailor it to your video sales copy and your landing page sales copy, and how to apply it in your content, in the content marketing, the content you're creating to educate people about your product. So do well to use the link on my bio, use the WhatsApp button, just tap on it to get you directly to me. And I also have a free gift waiting for all of you. It's a copy of my book that is going to be launched very soon, The Money Biochemistry. So join the waiting list using the link on my bio. You see the book, and I also have a free gift for you. So when you use the link, connect me on WhatsApp. In that link on my bio, you see the free gift I have waiting for you, and you also have access to my book to join the waiting list for my book that will be launching soon. All right, so that is it about copywriting. So before we leave, I want to summarize everything we've done. I just want to list all the formula of the copywriting training that we've had for the past 6 weeks or 7 weeks. Okay, so in summary, let's go over the 30 principle of copywriting. Yeah, 30. That's why you had some people saying it's confusing. They are getting overwhelmed. They are getting confusing. Okay, so don't be confused. Calm down. It is a process. It takes time. Just practice, practice, practice. But you don't need to know. You don't need to have all these parts in your copy. But make sure that these 5 ingredients are not missing on every copy that you have. Be it a video copy, a video sales letter, a high value content offer, a landing page copy, whatever it is. Okay, so I like to call this formula, in order for you not to forget it, I like to call it the 6, 9, 10, 5 principle of copywriting. So what are the first 6 principles of copywriting? The first 6 principle of copywriting, number 1 is determine your audience. Number 2, power of control. Number 3, agree with the likely objection your audience would have and build a case why your offer is beyond their fear. Number 4, disrupt their brain by giving them a task that they would definitely try out and want to prove you wrong. Number 5, agree and confess to a weakness in your product or in your business. Number 6, use the power of reverse psychology. And that's why I recommend all of you to go and read The Psychology of Selling. It's a very, very powerful book. Okay, so that's the first 6 formula. The 9th formula of copywriting, let me list it, is number 1, connect with your audience. Number 2, these 9 principles have some familiarities with the first. So number 1, connect with your audience. Number 2, take away their power, take away the blame from them. Number 3, expand the gravity of their pain points. Number 4, show them what is possible with your offer. Number 5, talk about the hook. That's the hook. Number 6, that's what we call the manifesto. Number 7, social proof. Number 8 is the chewing-gum closing, and number 9 is the risk reversal. Okay, you can also add guarantee. Okay, so those are the 9 formulas. So I've given you 6, I've given you 9. Now we are going to do 10. The 10 principles of copywriting. Number 1, especially when you're writing a landing page, is the heading, opening, credentials, offer, bullets, testimonials, value justification, risk reversal, call to action, and urgency and scarcity. Those are the 10 principles of copywriting. That's why I say 6, 9, 10, making it 30, 6, 9, 10, Then finally, the 5, which we just did right now. Number 1 is what? Curiosity. Number 2 is what? Urgency. Number 3 is what? Scarcity. Number 4, promo and bonus. And number 5, emotional benefits. All right, so if you gain value from this, please do well to like this video, follow us on this page, or subscribe, turn on post notification. And if you are struggling with any of these 30 principles or formulas of copywriting, do well to reach out to me privately. I'll be happy to help you navigate these 30 principles and formula and help you tailor it to your unique product or services, be it physical or digital products. So use the link on my bio. You can use the WhatsApp button to connect with me directly, or use the Telegram button to connect with me directly, or use the free gift button to connect with me directly. Remember, I have a gift waiting for you on the link in my bio. I also have my book that will be launching soon. So if you need a copy, go join the waiting list. And I can't look forward to hearing your testimonials and seeing your assignments. So till we meet again, I remain my humble self, Ms. Augusta. Yes, those of you that want me to help you tailor or create a framework and tailor this formula to your product or service, reach out to me privately. All right, so thank you very much. See you in our next episode, and remain blessed. Love you all. Bye.